Uh, Good evening, everyone. As we have discussed yesterday, today I am here with the book "The Rules of Life." I will be every day. I will be reading you through one of the rules. There are in total 100 rules. I will tell you about the book, something about the book. So let me start. Uh, the book is "The Rules of Life" by Richard Templar. Okay, it is a personal code for living a better and happier, more successful kind of life. Some people seems to be just good at life. They glide effortlessly onwards and upwards, always seeming to effortlessly onwards and upwards, always seeming to know the right things to say and do in every situation. Everybody likes them. They are great to work with and to live with. They are happy for most part of their lives and they know how to roll with life's punches. They have time for everybody and always seem to know what's important and how to deal with what is not so important. Is there something they know and do that we don't? Is it something we could all learn? The answer is a most definite yes. They know the rules of life. The rules of life are the guiding principles that will help you get more out of life, shrug off adversity more easily, and generally be a happier, calmer, more fulfilled person. You will feel the benefits, and so will everyone around you. It's your life. How good could it be? So, here we are going to read the rules of life every day, one chapter. Today, to start with, I will just go through the first rule for you. Okay, to start with, reading the short introduction about the chapter we'll be going through. I have divided the rules of life into 5 areas: you, your partner, your family, your social circle, including work and friends, and lastly, the world, to represent the 5 unconscious circles we all draw around ourselves. Let's begin with the most important of these, the rules for ourselves. That is, the personal rules, the rules which we live by. These are the rules that will help us out of bed in the mornings, face the world with a positive air, and navigate our way safely and successfully through our day, no matter what may arise. These are the rules that will help reduce stress levels, give us the right kind of outlook, encourage us to set our own standards and have goals to aim for. Okay, I guess that for each and every one of us, these rules will have to be adapted to take into account our upbringing, our age, and our situation. We all need to have personal standards to live up to. They will vary from person to person, but it is vitally important to have them, the personal standards. Uh, Hello to everyone. Because I'm reading, so once I am finished with my reading, then I will be replying to your chats. Thank you very much for being present. Okay. Without them, we are adrift and unable to monitor how we are doing. With them, we have a firm center, somewhere we can get back to, somewhere to touch base and recharge. They are our benchmark for personal progress. But it's not all about standards, it's about lightening up, having fun, and enjoying life. Okay, so we to start with, this is the rule number one, keep it under your hat. Okay, you are about to become a rules player. You are about to embark on a life changing adventure, possibly if you choose to accept your mission. You are about to discover ways to become positive, happier, more successful in everything you do. So there's no need to say anything to anybody about it. Keep quiet. No one likes a smart ass. That's it. First rule, keep it under your head. There may be times when you do want to talk to other people about what you are doing because quite naturally you want to share it with somebody. Well, you can't and you don't. Let them find out for themselves with no clues from you. You may think this unfair, but it is actually fairer than you believe. If you tell them, they will shy away. And quite rightly so, we all hate being preached at. It's a bit like when you give up smoking and suddenly find this new healthier way of living, and you simply have to convert all your old smoking friends. Trouble is, they are not ready to quit yet, and you find they label you as smug or a prig or even worse, an ex smoker, and how we all hate those. So don't preach, propagate, even mention this. So the first rule is quite simply don't preach, propagate, try to convert, shout from the rooftops, or even mention this. You will get a warm glow from changing your attitude to your life and having people ask what is it you have done, are doing, and you can say that it's nothing, merely a sunny day, and you feel better, livelier, jollier, whatever. There is no need to go into any detail because that's not really what people want to know. In fact, it's exactly the opposite of what they want to know. It's a bit like when someone asks how you are, what they want to really hear is just one word, fine. Even if you are in the very pits of despair, that's all they want to hear because anything more requires commitment on their part. And for a casual, how are you? That's most certainly not what they want. What they want is just fine. And then they can be about their business without any further involvement. If you don't say fine, but instead unburden yourself, they will back off pretty quickly. And it's the same with being a rules player. No one really wants to know, so keep quiet. How do I know? Because when I wrote the rules of work, the author has written one more book, the international bestseller, The Rules of Work. So he is telling about that book experience. And it's the same with being a rules player. No one really wants to know, so keep quiet. How do I know? Because when I wrote the rules of work, which turned a lot of people onto the ability to be successful in the workplace without having to resort to underhand means, I suggested the same thing and found it worked. Just get on with it. Do it quietly and go about your daily life happily and smugly without having to tell anyone anything. So, Here, the author tells us about that we should not discuss our moves with anyone. Even if you are going through this session, you will be reading through the rules of life, you will be working on your changing your life to be a more happier and fulfilling life. Just don't discuss it with anyone. Let your, work speak. Let your face know the people that something is changing with this person. Why is so happy, why is so jolly, why is looking more fulfilled. So the first rule is keep it under your head and don't try to change the other person. We have to work on ourselves, we have to work on improving day by day uh, our strengths. Okay, so this is the reading for today, and now we can see, if you want to ask anything you can type it down and I will read it through. So Jaya Sriyal, hi. And Shay, hi. Jennifer, hello. I could read through your chats. How are you? I think you all are good. So anything you would like to say or write, just please write it down. I will be replying it to you. Anything you would like to say, communicate. Oh, Liz, thank you so much. I love you. How are you? Okay, Jennifer, you are welcome here. Today we have started this uh, session on rules of life, and this book, I found it very powerful, and it has changed my life since I have read it around 10 years back. And that's why I wanted to do a reading session for everyone. uh, Liz, I was going to make a video to share, but I always share and then I lose energy trying to change people. So you don't have to try to change people. You try to change yourself. When you change yourself, you gain experience and then you share your experience. This will automatically help changing people. Any lasting change in people, in human beings, it comes from inside. We cannot change the other person. It has to come from inside. So when they see your energy, when they see that you have changed by applying certain rules in your life, they will automatically change. Okay, Liz, do subscribe to my channel also. Okay. Okay, so shall we end this session today? Anyone wants to know anything else today? Okay, thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll meet around the same time for the second role. You can go through the audio once again if you have missed some things or some rules. Just listen 2 or 3 times. Try to implement in your life every day, and it will change your life for sure. And I can guarantee you that. Just try implementing these rules. It will make our life easier. Thank you, everyone. I love you all. And people who are watching, do subscribe and share. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer.